Hello once again, my friends, fellow modelers, fellow historians, and fellow lovers of Titanic. I've got a special video for you guys today. Now, when it comes to showing you models of this type, let's see. I think the only one I ever really showed you guys was the Black Pearl. And I ended up finding out that that was a knockoff. That wasn't even the real kit. But I figure I'd try my hand at another wooden kit, and which better ship to try out than doing the Titanic. So what I want to show you guys today is the OcCre. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. We got the Titanic in all her beauty. It's a highly detailed kit. This is 1/300 scale. You can see, very lovely. And you can see some of the pieces kind of remind me of like the little Monopoly pieces. And you can see the lifeboats. And you can see the rigging down over there. Let's see, is there a kit number to show you guys? Made in Europe. Look at the end of the box. Offhand, I don't see a kit number. Maybe it'll be on the instruction sheet. But my friends, without further ado, let's take it over to the model desk and we'll see what's inside the box. Alright, let's see, OcCre.com, and it's in plastic wrap, so why don't we go ahead and cut the plastic wrap. There we are. All right, let's see. We got kind of like a cardboard insert. The first thing that I notice is a little tray, and underneath it looks like we have a color scheme or color key. So this is a reference. So you can see the paint references, the different colors that we're going to need. Quite a few colors. You wouldn't think there'd be that many. Alright, so that was underneath. Let's get this tray open. Let's see, it looks taped up, so let's go ahead and there's a lot of stuff in here, guys, so let's see if we can check that out. Let's start with what appears to be the rigging. So there's a lot. Well, there's a lot of rigging on the Titanic, so You see, I'm surprised it's not black. It's kind of a green kind of material. And we have metal rods of different sizes. I'm not sure what these would be for. Maybe, well, I'm not going to speculate. I really don't know. And let's get into, what's this? Oh wow, look, you can see this is one of the vents that goes on top on the boat deck. Or maybe not the boat deck, maybe further up. That's pretty cool looking. It's made of metal. Speaking of metal, let's check out the lifeboats. You can see they're made of metal. You can see the little kind of detail on the inside. And according to the picture on the box, they have canvas covers on top, and you can see the string that's going to signify the rope. So that's going to be really detailed. Again, this is 1/300 scale, and let's see, this is one of the smaller collapsible. Yeah, this is one of the collapsible boats. You can see it's flatter. And let's see if they're any different. Here are one of the smaller boats. So, the larger lifeboats, let's see, there's 1, 2, so there are 14 of the large lifeboats. There should be 4. Yep, there's 4 of the smaller lifeboats. And there are 2 of the collapsible lifeboats. So those are all the metal parts right there for the lifeboats. And right off the bat, I don't know if, well, I'll just show it to you guys. You can see the propellers. And this is the middle one. I know it's the middle one because it's got 4 fan blades. And this is actually the turbine, where the one on either side are the reciprocating engine propellers, and they're a little bit larger. And here's the other one. Now this is a wood model. That's why there are a lot of little nails. They're almost like little pins. But this is to hold everything in place. The planking. See, I'm not really used to doing wood models, so this is going to be a whole new experience to me. Let's see, we have, this looks like the anchor crane. It's going to go in the front. And we have other pieces. I don't know if that could be part of a vent. Let's see, I'm not quite sure what this is going to be. And I see pieces of the cranes. So this is nice because these are actually a lot more sturdy than like photo etch would be. Let's see. Show you guys the anchor. Let's see where the other one is. Again, there are a lot of metal parts that I don't know what they are, but things like this, you can see the detail on things like the vents are just really incredible. And that's going to bring out a whole new level because, you know, when it's plastic, it gets kind of small. And if this was photo etch, again, it would be a little bit more harder to work with. But this is like perfect because it's so small and it's actually perfectly formed. Let's see if I can show you the other anchor. You see, I think they got the third anchor. Yep, right over here. Again, there's a lot of vents. Let me show you one of the other vents. Isn't that great? Let's see if we can see them on a finished model. You see one of them right there. Yeah, the metal parts are really going to make it bring out the detail. And again, the photo etch is a lot smaller and maybe it's a little more difficult to work with. Let's see, those are the same kind. What's this? It's like another vent, a small vent. And we even have, this is pretty amazing. We have all the benches. Hopefully you can see that. And these actually look better than the photo etch ones. At least in my opinion. Maybe because these are a lot easier. The photo etch pieces are really tiny and they give me a hard time. But this is great. They're all made. They're all pre-formed. What's in the other tray? This one is more of the vents. Let's see, is there anything? What are these? I wonder if these are bollards. Nope, they're not bollards. I don't know what those are for. They could be pulleys. We got a lot of vents. We've got, let's see, I'll show you guys the chain. We've got the chain for the anchor, for the anchors. And let's see, we've got, look like we got rivets. Oh, here are the bollards. My big clumsy fingers can get that for you. The bollards are metal, and they're going to be a separate part. Again, that's going to be great for detail. And on the same token, we have more of the vents. These are great. Wow, I really, really like the photo etch piece, this over the photo etch. All right, let's put these back away for now so we can take the contents out of the box. There, I want to make sure nothing happens to these. And now I forgot to spool a thread. Alright. So these don't really clip into place, they're just held in place with tape. So you got to be careful that this doesn't open and these little pieces don't just spill out all over the place. Alright, so let's see if we can see what's in the box. So let's... Alright, there's more tape holding it closed. So let's... So the whole box kind of opens up. Let's see, like that. So let's keep it where I can show you guys. I'm going to keep the cover out. And let's fold the side of the box underneath. All right, that's a little bit better. So what do we got here? Oh my goodness. Oh, this is going to take a while. The instruction book. And let's see, these look like the plans. This is just amazing. Oh, this is going to be so fun. So I don't know if this is the parts list or not, but it could be the pattern. The actual size pattern of where everything is going to go. You can see the bollards in the front, at the bow of the ship, and looks like the different davits for the lifeboats. You can see the vent on the bottom and some of the hull. And this one is a continuation, or the other half of the ship. Nice, it's an actual size pattern. Right all the way back to the bollards in the back. It shows you the pieces of the smokestacks, the whistle that's going to go on the front, and more of the plating or the planks for the side of the hull. And this is actual size. This is really cool. All right. So that's the full size pattern. Look at that. Man, these are huge. And again, this is how I know the other model of the Black Pearl, the other wood model that I have, was not authentic. Because it didn't have any instructions. And I was wondering why. All it was a few wooden pieces, and it really was incomplete. Look at... These are the instructions. So there's a lot of instructions to go through, guys. What's on the bottom first? What is this? Let's see if I can back out any more. Alright, I'm not sure. This is it's a different language. So let's see if the next page is. This could be like the warnings, precaution, assembly instructions. Alright, so what this is actually shows you how to follow the instruction sheet. On a flat, stable surface, glue pieces A1 and A2 together and strengthen their bond using pieces A3 following the alphabetical and numerical order. So what this does is it gives you the step-by-step instructions right down to the masts, the spars, the rigging. And that's in a different language. So let's see if those were the only English ones. Yeah, so those were, you got one page in English. And let's see. I don't know if this is a parts list. Yep, this is the parts list. This is everything that's included. Let's see if there's more than one. Oh yeah, there's more than one. Let's see, it might be in a different language. Yeah. Let's see, it goes through that. And you go to the back page, and it shows you the the masts. You can see where they're going to go in the ship. The forward and the aft masts. And these are one-to-one scaling. This is really detailed instructions. And they kind of have to be, because this isn't exactly an easy model kit to put together. This is going to take some time and some skill. Because you can see it's actually wood, all these pieces, and all the plankings and everything. Eventually, this pile of sticks and wood is going to make her. Alright, let's go through the instruction sheet first with you guys. I want to make sure you can see it. Titanic, look at that. And it shows you the formation of the bulkheads. And let's see, you can use a barcode. It gives you an instruction sheet or video that you can go to. And looking at the sections, you've got A1 and A2. We're putting them together. A3. The bow, that looks a lot like the one from the Eagle Moss, the Titanic that we started doing. You know what? I think this is probably, this looks like the same model as the Eagle Moss one. But this one ended up being a lot less expensive. This one doesn't include lights, but that won't be a problem to put lights in. And you can see the formation of the bulkheads and laying of the keel. And let's see. Look at that, huh? You can see this starting to form the walls. Look at that. And again, more walls that are on the boat deck. What I'm thinking is the boat deck, it may not be. I don't know, that could be the promenade deck. We'll see. For the most part, it looks pretty straightforward. And that will be the end result. These instructions are great. Again, with the Black Pearl, they just gave you a link to download the instructions. And it's nice, and half of them didn't come out. But they're just nice. And again, this is the same kind of thing that we had done with the Eagle Moss, by putting the planks on the decks and then cutting the excess off. And then we're going to sand it down. I don't know about you guys, but I've always been very intimidated by these models because they just seem so difficult and hard to understand. But these instructions really going to help. And look at that. Am I seeing that right? They're like decals or sheets to put on over everything instead of painting it. Okay, so here I am thinking that we're going to be cutting for windows, but it looks like everything is like decals that go on. You can see that. Looking pretty good. So far, it doesn't say anything about drilling for holes for the windows. The addition of the decks around the well deck. And you see it's starting to take shape already. The walls, again, They have the decals, or I'm not sure if they're decals, or we'll find out. But they got the windows on it. You can see all the detail. More work on the frame. The sanding. And I actually have a kit specifically that'll help for the building of these models, the wood models, and I'm going to show that to you guys in another video. And then we're going to start to add the planks down. So it's so amazing. We're building the Titanic kind of like they would have built the Mayflower. Putting the hull in, the ribs, and then attaching the planks. You can see the way things need to be bent. Putting it in the water will help bend it and help shape it to the frame. Again, when it comes to going around round parts or curved parts, so you can see cutting the pieces. And it looks like there's a little kind of rivet gun, and I don't think that's included. Now, like I said, I hope that's in the tools that I got, because I have a whole toolkit for these kind of models. But that's what helps put the nails in. That's how green I am to these models, because I'm thinking about using the hammer and banging the nails in, and I'm pretty sure that that's not how it's supposed to go. But look how cool the front of the bows looks, especially with all the framing. This is going to be a real fun model. And those of you that know my channel, you know that I've got like a fascination or an obsession with models of the Titanic. I built a whole playlist on just showing you models of the ship. You can see the keel, the little clamps. And look at that. As we start to put the clamps, the planks on and close off the hull. You start to fill in the pieces, the little gaps. Yeah, this is a lot of work. Matter of fact, I'm thinking before I even attempt this model, maybe I should try doing the Black Pearl. It's not that I'm dissing the Black Pearl, because she's a beautiful ship, but if I'm going to make a mistake and learn, I'd rather have it on a Black Pearl than on a Titanic. Plus, this kit was a lot more expensive than that one was. You can see it filling in with the putty, smoothing out the hull, and we're on to priming the hull. Well, of course, after it's sanded. Look at that. It's really starting to take shape. Absolutely gorgeous, huh? Look, we're going to overlay the pieces that are that stick out or a little more prominent. The windows, and again, that's not going to be hard to drill in. So what I would do is, because I'm going to light the model, I would run the lighting system in the bulkheads as we go before closing it in with the planks. And we're sanding that down. And these look like photo etch pieces. You can see the photo etch, what appear to be photo etch pieces that are going to go along the hull. The doors, the windows, the hatches. Nice. So, let's see, what are we on to next? Looks like the propeller shafts. Gonna get those ready, and we're gonna paint the hull black. And then paint the red part. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And you can see the addition. We're going to put the propellers on. You can see the rudder, how the rudder is going to be made, and the painting of the propellers, the brass color, and the painting of the rudder. Very nice. Man, I'm in such a hurry. I want to start this model now. This is a project that I want to really, really do well. I don't want to mess this up. Again, this is a really expensive model. I mean, not as much as the Trumpeter 1/200 scale, but this was expensive. You can see we're putting the little pulleys in for the rigging. And you can see more of the putting in the doors. You can see the windows on the promenade deck. And that'll look gorgeous lit up. You can see the more detail going on. The gold line. It looks like an actual gold strip or a brass strip that's going to go on the ship. You can see where it's going to be cut and how it's bent going around. You can see how beautiful the decks are coming out. And now we're going to start to add some of the detail parts. Paint them up. You can see more of the boat decks, the deck houses. More of the formation. You can see where the top of the grand staircase is going to be. Unfortunately, that's going to be a little tough to light. And I'll show the addition of the photo etch sheet. The detail's really nice. Start to paint. Look, they even have the grand staircase, the glass dome that's at the top of the forward and the aft grand staircases. Again, that's going to be tough to light. We'll figure something out. You see, we're going to start to put on all of the railing now. More of the formation. Look, you can see now we're starting to form the smokestacks. Move on. We're going to start painting them. Look at that, huh? Look at, you can see the whistle that are going to go on, the pipes, the steam pipes, and it shows you followed a pattern to bend those rods. That's what those were that I showed you that was in the tray. You can see some of the ladders. And look how beautiful these are going to come out. I just hope mine come out as good, or even close to as beautiful as these look. Look at that, huh? I'm going to start to put the cranes together. Look at the generators with the benches. Look at that. Weathering them. It looks amazing. Over here we got the bollards. And you can even see that their compass platform is photo etch. More photo etch pieces, it looks like, for the davits. And look how good that's going to come out. Amazing. Look at that, the bridge, the wheelhouse. Beautiful. You start to do, look at the lifeboats. That is so cool. The ladders, the anchor crane, and the vents. Look at that, huh? It's going to be amazing. You see the poop deck. All the vents and generators are going to be put into place, and we're going to start to add the rigging now. You can see where the rigging is going to go and attach to the deck and those little pulleys. It's amazing. Look at the rear docking platform. The compass tower, or compass platform. And look at, now you can see the formation of the canvases for the top of the lifeboats. It's actually going to be wood. Wow. You can see what we're going to do for all of the lifeboats. That amazing detail on each one. Gorgeous, the way the ship is coming out. You see the addition of the mast, and again, these are going to coincide with the other instructions. You can see the pulleys that are going to go on there for the rigging, and look, you can see the crow's nest and the rat lines. And in the back, it looks like the parts lists. And that looks like the photo etch sheet. And the rest, of course, being wood. You can see the smokestack tops. Planking that goes along the side. Look at, you can see the davits, the compass tower. I think that's another photo etch sheet. Two more photo etch sheets. You can see the other section, the windows, the side of the hull. And we've even got the rigging. Beautiful. Look at that. The Marconi line going down to the Marconi room. Absolutely gorgeous. And that is the instruction sheet. So this is quite the ordeal. But it's nice that they're so large and easy to see. All right, let's go through the pieces actually for the ship. You can see the first thing we have is we got a roll of wood. It's going to be, looks like the planking. So let's show you how many of these we have. Actually, let me show you one first. And from what I learned doing the beginning of the one from Eagle Moss, I think these are going to be for the decking. So this is going to go along all the decks, the deck planks. And you can see there's quite a few. So that's what I think these are going to be for. Put these aside for now and show you the next. The next roll, these are a little thicker. Oh, we have all different kinds in here. You can see the ones that are really, really thin. And yeah, I thought there was something different. We've got the round piece. Maybe this is for the mast. Let's see, do we have more than one of the round? Yep, we got two of these. And the other one's kind of, here it is. So these are probably for the masts. And the rest looks like more planking. Alright, let's put that aside for now. And what I'm guessing this section is for the sides of the ship, because these are kind of meaty, and I'm thinking that these are going to go along the side all the way down. And let's see, are they all the same? Yep, these are all the same kind. You can see them all. Let's put that aside. See, is that all the bundle? That's all the bundles of wood. We got one more bundle though. This is, looks like brass pieces. And again, this could be for the pulleys, for the rigging, different pieces of brass. I don't know if this is going to be for the stripe. I don't think it would be this, but you can see these are all brass pieces, like thick wire. All right, so now let's go right. This is the first packaging. Let's see, let's get this opened up. Boy, this razor is kind of lousy. Right off the bat, I can see the rudder. All right, so this is a pretty solid piece, and you can see it's all laser cut. After looking at the instructions, I want to say that these look kind of like the walls for the maybe the promenade deck, the boat deck walls. Let's see a nice section. This looks like where the bridge could go on top. You can see that beautiful curve. Maybe where the wheelhouse, the deck below the wheelhouse. Let's see. You can see the rudder. We have some more different pieces. Maybe this is a more solid piece. And this section, you can see there's more of deck, and we've got the smokestack tops. More pieces of the deck. We got the bow, we got the stern. Ooh, this is nice. And this is kind of heavy too. Look at that. Look at the promenade deck. Absolutely gorgeous. All laser cut. And let's see, what is this? It's just some... Oh wow, check it out, guys. So these are actual stickers. You see all the windows, the walls on the boat deck, deck houses, promenade deck. You can see the aft and forward grand staircase, glass domes, the white Star Line flag, the doors, the windows. You see those beautiful arched windows. And the last thing in the package was another solid piece, and you can see there's probably going to be the formation of the smokestacks, the cranes, and other assorted pieces. So that's very nice. All right, the second package we have looks to be more of the frame. Let's use the actual good knife this time. All right, so okay, so these look like the spine or the bottom, the keel. So there's actually the forward and the aft half. These are really nice. These are what's going to go over the planks to make the prominent sections with the windows, and beautiful. Are they all identical? They look like they're all identical. So there's there's 3 or 4 of those. And you can see these are the ones we're gonna soak in water to wrap around different sections at the bow and the stern. All right, now we get into the photo etch. Oh, wow, look at that. And this is wow, this photo etch is amazing. You know, the photo etch we usually get that I'm used to is like really, really thin, almost paper thin. I don't know if you can see how, man, this is thick. This is almost like a 1/16 of an inch thick. Very, very durable photo etch. Amazing. Look, you can see the tops of the grand staircases. You can see the bridge. And look at all the railings. You can see some staircases right to the little life preservers. Absolutely gorgeous. In this section, look, you can see the rat lines and a lot more of the railings. Beautiful. And lastly, again, this is so thick. You can see the compass platform, and look at the davits for the lifeboats. Beautiful. And again, this is 1/300 scale, so if you guys are thinking, if you're thinking about what the size would be, the mini craft Titanic models like the 1/350 scale, this would probably be around, maybe 6 or 8 inches bigger than that, or maybe 6 to 7, somewhere around that area, larger than the nose models. You can see the name of the ship, Titanic of Liverpool. Gorgeous. This is going to be a lot of fun. And is this the bottom? Yep. I recognize these only from the Eagle Moss one that I did the start, did the bow, and these go form the bulkheads in the bow. So it looks like that's everything in the kit. So we got 2 packages of the wood, and we got bundles of everything else, of the planks, and we have a huge instruction sheet. So my friends, this is really amazing. This is really fun going through this kit. I can't wait to start it. Again, I don't want to mess the model up, so I'm going to practice on the black pearl. I'm going to do that first and see how it goes. Again, I have a toolkit that I'm going to be showing you guys. That'll probably be in the next video. A toolkit specific to working on these kind of models. But for this model, in this video, this was the RMS TITANIC 1/300 scale from OcCre. OcCre. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But if you were curious what was in this amazing kit, I hope this satisfied your curiosity. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in another video very soon.